there and welcome to another video, which in this week we're looking at Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. Very little notification was given about this title before it sprung onto the scene on the 21st of August. Since then, the general consensus from both players and critics has been overwhelmingly positive. The game itself is a fan service and does well to slot itself into the timeline of the animated series. As well as nods to the events from the animation, it really does tightly integrate with the series finale to conclude Samurai Jack's adventures. The premise of the game is that Jack has been trapped in an alternate timeline by his arch nemesis Aku during their ultimate and final confrontation. While in this timeline, he must team up with familiar allies to battle against equally familiar enemies in order to finally vanquish Aku and once and for all return the timeline back to normal. The graphics are vibrant, well animated and hold true to the animated series, albeit a 3D rendered version. The controls are incredibly tight and responsive and combat is excellent. Each attack feels well weighted and you can really feel each attack connect. Whether it be your swift and trusty magic sword or an enormous and unwieldy powerful hammer, each of the many weapons available in the game has its own feel and character. The mechanics are so well executed it can be almost excruciating as you wind up for a very heavy weapon strike, and then conversely cathartic and satisfying when it actually connects. The core combat mechanic is a very familiar combination of light and heavy attacks that slowly increase in length and complexity as you unlock skills. In addition, you can assign different weapon types to the up, down, left, right on the D-pad, swapping between the mid-combo almost like Noctis in Final Fantasy XV. In addition to the huge selection of melee weapons, there are also a selection of range weapons that can be equipped. Bow and arrow, shuriken, pistol, machine guns and even kunai type lives. Attacks with these can be woven into your combos or used to pick off ranged and flying attackers. Each level is its own biome, and the design and visuals really do capture the personality and ambience of the locale. From a cyberpunk-esque dystopian future to a zombie-filled land of perpetual night, it genuinely looks like the designers had a really good time with this title. And so, onto the criticisms. The game does what it sets out to do really well, but it didn't really set the bar particularly high for itself. It is a great 3D action platformer with RPG elements, but there is nothing new, no universal selling point to attract anyone other than its target demographic. While the level designs are good and you are afforded a certain amount of freedom to find hidden areas, you are ultimately being funneled to exactly where the game wants you. It can also get a little repetitive after 5 hours of stringing together combos on enemies of increasing difficulty. My attention was definitely waning. There are also incredibly frustrating elements, with enemies stun locking you with rapid fire weapons or from a stream of incoming explosive suicidal bugs. Pretty much if that first shot or bug hits you, they're all gonna hit you and there is nothing you can do except watch your health bar and keep your fingers crossed. However, these are only minor gripes and they really don't detract from what is a wonderful game. The thing I found most while playing this was the overwhelming sense of nostalgia, deja vu and familiarity. There were just so many times while playing I found myself thinking, this is a little bit like, for example, the side-scrolling sections of Nier Automata, the combat of Ninja Gaiden, or most recently Ghost of Tsushima. It really did, even down to the almost muscle memory of pressing L3 and R3 for the ultimate, or adding a kunai throw onto the end of a combo to kill an out-of-reach enemy. On the subject of recent nostalgia, even the combat animations when using the bow staff were vaguely redolent of the recent Black Myth Wukong trailer. There is just so much in this game that triggers reminiscence of some kind or another, whether from the original series or just a sense of familiarity with games of yesteryear with their self-contained level themes. All in all, this is a really solid title and bags of fun. You really don't have to be a Samurai Jack fan to enjoy it. After recent more artistic or heavily themed releases, it's honestly so nice to just switch off and enjoy some good, wholesome, dumb fun. Samurai Jack The Battle Through Time was released yesterday, the 21st of August 2020. It is available for $39.99 on Nintendo, Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, as well as Windows PC via the Epic Games Store and Steam, and it is also available on iPad, iPhone and Apple TV through Mac's Apple Arcade. That's it for this review. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. We have new content coming out regularly. To be alerted of this, please hit the like, the follow and the subscribe. You can also check out our website at www.enrd.cc for all the latest news and reviews. In addition, please do add @Ashra1 on Twitter for live news, giveaways and special offers. That's it for this one. See you next time. Goodbye.